Welcome back to Company Growth Partner. My name is Matt, and I'm a revenue operations specialist and media buyer with an $8 million advertising portfolio. And
And I am Jayson. I'm a branding expert and digital marketer in Los Angeles, California, and we are Company Growth Partner.
hell yeah, we are. What's
Yeah,
up?
and today we are discussing how we believe that a lack of
Mhm.
focus is currently killing entrepreneurs.
Whether you're from the United States or not, doesn't really matter. You look at opportunities in the US and you go, oh my God, there's so many options. Drop shipping, coaching, courses, low ticket, high ticket, community, not community, agency, and you're just overwhelmed with all the options. And everyone is shouting into your ears saying, you should do my thing and you should buy my thing. And
We've seen it with colleagues that we know in the space who are trying to make it happen with their clients who get distracted and then lose clients because of it. I think it's a pretty pervasive problem in probably every industry, but we see it a lot with any sort of entrepreneur who's requiring digital marketing help. They'll often be like, yeah, okay, cool. We could try that way of doing it, but I also saw this other thing and I think that could work too. And they haven't even given the first idea a real run for its money before they're ready to switch. And if you try too many things too fast, too soon, without any data, without any understanding of the first thing and whether or not it worked, I mean, eventually you're just
yeah,
wasting
it's
money.
not only money, time as well. And I mean,
Mm,
we know for sure that it's difficult, especially in the beginning, to figure out like what the thing is for your business, right? In the early stages, you are going to do a lot of testing. You are going to try a lot of things. But once something worked, hold on to it and scale the living hell out of it. I think that's where sometimes we even lose clients because there's lack of focus. People don't really know what they want,
hmm
and we go to them, hey, cool, so we can do all these things, but you have to choose because we cannot choose for you. We can give you advice. We can we can help you see your options better. But if you're going to say, well, I want to do like three things at the same time, you keep changing your mind, and not because something doesn't work, but because you're trying to get to the other end of the rainbow too fast, and then you realize there's actually no way to skip, that's when you're going to get into trouble. And we are actually seeing this across the board when it comes to demographics. Like we are seeing this with millennial entrepreneurs, we're seeing this with Gen X entrepreneurs, and we're
I,
seeing this with boomer entrepreneurs. It's insane. This problem exists across multiple generations, which is a telltale sign that something needs to be done about it because I think we've been ignoring it too much. Like the ADHD of entrepreneurship is really, really real. And if we're not going to do something about it, like we're all going to make less money.
I mean, it requires a level of focus to make something happen in a world that is consistently overwhelmed with ideas and options. Like, you have to be able to commit to something, see
Yeah.
if you can make that happen. And, until you've given something a real run for its money, to decide to jump ship to something completely different is often, as you've called it, entrepreneurial suicide.
But don't get me wrong. I totally get it. Advertising is super expensive right now because of the elections. It's so you try one thing, it doesn't work. That happens. You're doing testing, but testing should not be the only thing that you do. Like testing should be a side thing within your business. And
Yeah.
a more extreme example of this is when an entrepreneur decides, you know what, I'm going to start this completely new business because I heard I can make so much money here. People don't realize in reality that industry has its own nuances and problems and drawbacks. And you don't really know what kind of business you're getting into because you're so focused on making the money when in reality you have so much experience already in what you've already done that just by doubling down on that and not doing anything else, you are going to make more money in the next 5 years instead of, switching industries. You know what, Jason? I think we should start a lawn mowing business. How about that? Because I
Right.
heard you can make a lot of money with it. Well, we are digital marketers, for fuck's sake. How about how about we just continue doing digital marketing, right? Yeah.
Right. We see it a lot
Yeah.
where we'll have somebody who's doing something pretty well and they're
Yep.
experiencing some success, and
Yep.
we will advise on a way for them to take what they're already doing and make it just pop. And
Yeah.
they will say, what if I do this entirely different thing instead? We're like,
No, we're gonna
why?
switch. We're gonna have to switch gears, right? Like we're
We're
gonna have
going
to
to
switch
switch
gears
gears and
and
do something entirely different now. And we're like, no, 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 no. Wait, slow down. We literally were just saying, let's do what you're doing, but just a little bit bigger. And they're like,
just
yeah, we could, but I'm going to do this whole other thing.
and
Why?
we have seen businesses fail completely when that happens. It's insane. It's really, really insane. And the problem is, and this is where it gets tricky, right? Because these business owners are going to jump on podcasts and they are going to give you the gilded bullshit version of what happened, not what actually happened. Like, let's say you're an entrepreneur, you want to start a new business, or you're looking into maybe starting a new venture, and you keep listening to these code switchers and people who don't have the focus required, and then you think that's the formula, that's the winning formula because he
Mhm.
did it, so I should do it too. Well, not really. And when I'm looking back, when I'm genuinely looking back at like what people have done in our um like like a wider circle of business connections, we definitely feel that the biggest drawback and the biggest weakness and the biggest pain point, they've all been lack of focus and lack of discipline around around having that singular focus on the thing that made the most money. Because at the end of the day, we all know that 80% of the money made is made with the 20%. And then a lot of times it's very difficult for people to recognize what that 20% is. And I think that's the real issue, right? Because like people think, oh no, no, it's those other things around the 20%, when in reality, no, just to focus on that 20% because that's where all your money came from. If you just did that one thing or two things, you are going to make more.
You made the point in prepping for this conversation to say that not only is it an opportunity for businesses to stay focused, right? Like not only can that become a real growth opportunity, but like you can lose connections, you can lose clients, of course, you can lose real opportunities because of a lack of focus. So it's like not only can serious focus benefit your business intensely, but a lack of focus can cause you to lose very serious parts of your business without you even realizing it as it's happening, right?
Yeah, I mean, we have evidence of, you know, entrepreneur goes, you know what? I'm going to start this new thing and I'm going to put everything on the line and that is it. But hey, bro, like, what about that business over there? Like, it's making you like a lot of money. All of that doesn't matter. Like, we're going to make it even better. For some people, the idea is by doing the other thing, everything is going to improve. When in reality, you're looking into doing something that you have no experience in a lot of times. And then what happens when even smaller business owners, like when they feel that you have that chaotic nature, they are going to go, oh, I don't know. I don't know if I should do business with this guy or I should be around this person. Like, you know, people have a lot of options nowadays, right? So, you know, I would argue that the more intelligent business owners out there are significantly more selective when it comes to um, deciding who they want in their inner circle. So if you're gonna have like this chaotic nature and you're gonna lean into that, and like you are going to lose a lot of business connections.
We've seen it time and time again. It's detrimental. So if you're looking for any advice or help with steadying your business, if you're looking for support in finding that sort of focus, you should reach out to Company Growth Partner. Click our link. We'd love to chat with you.
Absolutely. Talk soon.